Alright, so in the previous video, we talked about the Quip toothbrush. It's electric, it's chic, it looks like it was designed at Apple in California, and it sticks on your mirror. You can throw it in your purse with a travel case. It is fantastic. But what about their floss, Quip Floss? I kind of teased it in the end of the previous video here, and I have some thoughts. Alright, so first things first, it comes in this cute little box. You know, it looks like you're buying a tech product, again, more than it looks like you're buying some sort of dental periphery product. So, it comes in an aluminum canister. Aluminum. It comes in an aluminum canister. I'm saying it right this time, I think. And you just kind of peel it apart here, and it opens up with, how does it open up? Opens up like this, but oh, it's not in there because I already took it out. And what we got is this thing. So I'm gonna see, like I mentioned in my stuck at home video, all these boxes have been piling up in the side of my room here, and I have to do the reviews for them, but I've been busy doing other stuff and work, so haven't gotten the time. So it's great that we're stuck at home during this whole coronavirus thing. So this is me trying to figure out what to do. Anyways, the Quip Floss. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. It is sleek. It feels like a stick of makeup almost. And when you toss it in your bag, you know, if people haven't heard of Quip, they're gonna think that it is some sort of makeup thing, maybe lipstick or something. But it's not, because it is really a container for floss. Check that out. That already makes it the highest tech floss dispenser that I've ever held in my hands, which is pretty neat. Do you really need something this fancy? Well, obviously not, but it is really nice to have. At the ridiculous price for a single floss, this unit costs $20. But don't let that price shock you just yet. $20 includes the reusable aluminum sleeve thing, container thing, and the refill portion, which is worth $5. So really you're paying $15 for the sheath and $5 for one of these refills, which, by the way, you can, following suit with their toothbrushes and their toothbrush heads, you can subscribe to get floss refills for $5 a refill. And again, if you buy one of these, you will get the first refill for free, which is pretty neat. It's a $5 value, so not bad at all. So when you want to change the floss out, refill it, I believe, I haven't actually seen any instructions for this. It's probably in there. I'm not going to take a look. But I mean, I'm assuming you just kind of yank it out. So I'm either going to break this on camera or whatever. It's definitely not twisting it. So you definitely just pull it out. That's how you do it. So I actually dropped the floss cartridge here. Give me a second. Boom. And this is what the floss cartridge looks like. And this is the dispenser head. So actually, the only thing that you replace is probably this tampon looking thing. Yeah, it looks like a tiny tampon. So what you do is you thread the string there through the little head here, and then, see if I can do this. Bam! You see that right there? Magic right there. And then you just pull it up here and you kind of just clip it in the little, that's where the blades are to cut the string. So that's pretty much it. And then you just toss it right into here. I mean, not toss it, but you slide it in. Boom. And then, hold on, the thing is coming up again. There we go. And then you just push it back down and bam. Maybe, oh, yeah, you push it till it clicks. And once it clicks, it's nice and secure, and you got your new refill inside your Quip Floss dispenser. All right, so it is pretty neat. The design's really cool. It feels fantastic in your hands. At least the metal one does. It does come in a plastic version, and that costs $10 rather than $20. So you're paying $5 for the plastic tube and the little dispenser thing, and another $5 for the floss itself. why did I get the metal one for the toothbrush and the dispenser? Well, to be frank, because the plastic feels like every other brushing tool out there that you see. The plastic it's fine, it works perfectly fine. If you're just looking for a toothbrush, go get the plastic one. It's cheaper, it's like half the price for both the floss and the actual toothbrush. Way cheaper, it's way more sensible financially. However, if you want something different, if you want to enjoy using these tools, then I recommend the metal ones because they just feel really nice. You know, it's something about just being metal that feels a lot nicer, right? And it's the same with computers. Like a metal computer, say a MacBook, right, just feels a lot more high quality than, say, a plastic PC. Not to disparage PCs, I use an MSI gaming PC for a lot of things that I do, and you know, the build quality is one of those things that really irks me. It is a lovely high quality laptop. It's kind of plugged in right now. You know what? I'll show you. See, I use this MSI computer for a lot of things, primarily for DJing and on-the-go gaming, but the build quality is not nearly as nice, you know. Listen to this creakiness, this build quality. I mean, it's a lovely laptop, but it's not very nice to hold compared to, say, a MacBook. Those feel really nice. And of course, for the materials, you are going to get charged a premium. Is it worth it? Depends on what you value. I, for one, value a really nice, sturdy feeling object, and this, to me, just feels like a much better implementation than a plastic tube, because guess what? Every other floss comes in a plastic package. So it's nice to switch things up for once. Again, obviously this is like a first world issue kind of thing. So don't let that stop you from getting regular floss, because we're about to get into the floss and what I really don't like about the Quip Floss. The floss itself. The floss here is okay. Is not a great floss. In my opinion, the floss that comes out of the Quip Floss dispenser and the refills just cannot compare to what I consider the quintessential floss. The iFloss. No, I'm kidding. That's an AirPod. The Glide by Oral B. This is my favorite floss ever. I buy them in value packs because they are so good. It is plastic, obviously. You know, I mean, it's a nice silver finish, I guess, if anybody cares. And there's a nice indicator window to show you how much there is left, which is nice. Why didn't they do that for this? Why can't you see how much you have left? You know, maybe it's too hard to machine like a hole and put like a glass window in there or something. I don't know. They could have gone the extra mile. This was 20 bucks. This one you can get in a large pack in varying prices, really, depending on where you buy them from. So this is my favorite by far. It's got a nice cool mint flavor, and the floss is flat. It's nice and flat. It really gets in between your teeth easily. It glides right in there, and most importantly, it is durable. It's made of this like single strand of, I don't know what it's made of, but it's made of a single strand of something that doesn't break. It's really nice. Whereas Quip and some other brands of flosses, I'm not bashing Quip entirely, but rather I'm bashing the other types of floss that aren't just a single thread of something. This floss is made of some sort of bunch of threads that are intertwined together. So they actually fray. I'm not sure if I'll bust out the macro lens for this, but they actually fray apart, kind of like a thread. And I don't know if this is just an issue that I have, but about 50% of the time, and I'm not exaggerating, about half the time that I floss with this, the floss will snap in the middle of my flossing, just because, you know, maybe I got some sharp edges around some of my teeth and I'm just sliding it in and out. First off, it's a little bit hard to slide because it's kind of like thread. It's not really flat or anything. It's kind of a circular cross section. So you gotta really get it in there, and that friction going back and forth causes it to start to fray, and then it snaps. which is the most frustrating thing ever when you're just flossing your teeth and then it snaps. But okay, snapping, not a big deal, right? You can just take some more and floss again. The worst thing about this is that when it snaps, it leaves these tiny fibers in your mouth, like the individual strands that are woven, intertwined together to make the one thicker strand of floss here. Like the little fibers, they get stuck in between your teeth, and they're so fine, it's really hard to actually pick them out and like pull them out of your teeth because they're so tiny, and they're just moving around in there, but it's just stuck in between your teeth, and you have this obnoxious feeling that there's something in your mouth, in between your teeth, but you cannot get it out, and you're trying to swish it and swash it, and like an idiot, you're in there doing this for like 5 minutes trying to get it out. And I found that the best way to get a stuck frayed thread of floss out of your mouth is to just take another piece of floss and get it in between your teeth where you think it's stuck, and just kind of ease it out, and then eventually it'll come out. But you're probably gonna swallow it too. That's irritating as hell. So while this floss thing is really cool, it looks like a sci-fi floss dispenser, if that's even possible. Listen to that satisfying click, right? It is neat, it is cool. I hope they improve on their floss itself, because this floss, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I love the dispenser, I love the idea, I hate the actual floss. If you were looking for floss, if you're looking for the Quip Floss, I'd say wait until they come up with a better floss, and for now, just go for the Oral-B Glide, because this thing is so fun to floss with. Like, I actually enjoy flossing using this compared to any other floss that just frays apart in your mouth. So that's all I have to say about the Quip Floss dispenser stick thing. It's cool, it feels great, the floss itself sucks, but that shouldn't be too hard to fix, because honestly all they have to do is update the floss refills. The dispenser will be exactly the same. All they gotta do is change the formula of the refills. So hopefully, if they hear this, hopefully they take it into consideration. And anybody else out there who has the Quip Floss, please go bitch at them to tell them to change the floss so that it is nice and it doesn't fall apart in your mouth. So that would be great. Aside from that, I love Quip, I love the brand, I love what they're doing, and I really like their toothbrushes. Their toothbrushes are by far the coolest toothbrush I've ever used. So that's pretty much all I have to say. If this has helped you make or break your purchase decision, please let me know in the comments section below. Did I save you $20? Did I save you $10? What did I do? If you like this content and you want to see more of it, of course, please help me out by subscribing and giving me a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you didn't, then don't watch my videos anymore. Or give me a thumbs down, I guess that works too. But I'll catch you in the next one. Don't you give me an error now. Oh, it's working. Okay. I believe it was, I don't know. How much was it? How much is it? Let me do a quick Google real quick. Quip Floss.